Welcome to the Trojan Windup. I'm AJ Lawrence, and I'm going to give you the rundown on what went down during Week 13 of USC's baseball season. With just 3 weeks left in the regular season, USC was looking to heat things up heading into the playoffs. Things would get started with the Tuesday game against UC Irvine. The Trojans hadn't beaten the Anteaters since the end of 2013, and Bernardo Flores would get the start. It would be a rough one for Flores, who gave up 2 runs in the first and another 2 runs in the second. He would end up leaving the game in the second, being replaced by Brooks Kriske, who would get the 3rd out of the inning. There was a lot of game left, though, and in the bottom of the second, the Trojans got a run back.
And hits one into center field. Paulino going back, looking up, leaping, but it's gone. Home run, A.J. Ramirez.
We just talked about getting the fastball down, and this one is up in the zone and hammered out to center field for a round tripper.
It was the reigning Pac-12 Player of the Week, A.J. Ramirez. That solo home run made it 4-1 after just 2 innings. Kriske retired the next 6 batters he faced, and in the 4th, USC kept chipping away at the Anteaters' lead. Jeremy Martinez led off with a double, and Timmy Robinson singled him to 3rd. That brought up Dante Flores.
Good opportunity for a rally inning. Paulino driven back. This will at least score 1 as Martinez tags and trots home from 3rd. Flores gives it a ride. Flores hit the ball hard 2 times.
It was now 4-2. In the 5th, the Trojans' offense would keep clicking, starting with Angelo LaBruna.
Move forward. That one is hit deep to left field. Hira back, giving chase. No chance. LaBruna has gone deep for USC.
Gets the ball up around his chest. As we've been mentioning, when you get the ball up, guys can see it pretty good and put a really good swing on it.
It was LaBruna's 2nd home run of the season and cut the UCI lead to 1. Stahl and Stubbs followed with singles, putting runners at the corners for Martinez. It was a brand new ball game. USC and Irvine were tied at 4 heading into the 6th. After another 1-2-3 inning by Kriske, the Trojans flexed their muscles again in the 6th.
Sticks it and hits a fly ball to right field. Castro's gonna run out of room. This one will hit off the scoreboard. Flores has been on top of it all night, and this time he gets a payoff. Dante Flores, the senior, goes deep for the 4th time this year.
That deep blast off the scoreboard gave USC its first lead of the day, 5-4. The Trojans' bullpen stayed strong as Tyler Gilbert and Brent Wheatley each pitched a scoreless inning. Mark Huberman came in the 9th, looking to close out the win. After a leadoff single, UCI sacrificed the runner to 2nd. Huberman got a huge strikeout for the 2nd out. It looked like he had the game won when he got a plop fly out to pinch hitter Andrew Martinez. Instead, the tying run would come in, and the Trojans would go to extra innings for the 3rd time in a week. In the 10th, UCI would get a 1-out single to sacrifice him to 2nd. John Brontsema drew a controversial walk, and John Palmer would follow with a 3-run homer to left. It was another heartbreaker for the Trojans as they didn't score a run in the 10th but lost 8-5. Friday, the Trojans would start a 3-game series against the Stanford Cardinal. USC was looking to make up some ground in the Pac-12 standings. Kyle Davis got the start, squaring off against Brett Hanowich. Davis would get Zach Hoffpower to end the 1st and Quinn Brody to end the 2nd. In the 3rd, USC would generate some offense. From who else? Nobody other than A.J. Ramirez.
Ball's hit well to right field. Look at Hoffpower going back. It is gone! A.J. Ramirez goes opposite field for his 8th home run of the year. Welcome back, baseball. It's been a few years since you've been seeing baseball carry that way. Yes. Opposite field?
He goes opposite field with 2 strikes nonetheless.
That opposite field shot was Ramirez's 8th home run of the season and his 4th in the last 6 games. USC was ahead 1-0. The Trojans kept the pressure on, getting runners into scoring position in every inning through the 7th. But each time, the Cardinal would manage to escape. Meanwhile, Davis was on fire, getting Hoffpower, Matt Winokur, and Austin Barr on 9 straight pitches. Still, the Trojans had just a 1-run lead as the game went to the 9th. Stanford got back-to-back singles to start the inning. Davis got Jack Klein to pop up a bunt, then struck out Jesse Kuhn for the 2nd out. But Brody drew a walk to load the bases, and Coach Hubbs decided to leave Davis in to face Alex Dunlap with the game on the line.
And that's the finish. Kyle Davis shuts out Stanford.
It was Davis's 10th strikeout of the game, and it gave the Trojans a 1-0 victory to open the series. Saturday would pit Kyle Toomey against Stanford's Mark Brakeman in what would be another pitcher's duel. Toomey would get Drew Jackson to end the 2nd, and Hoffpower to end the 3rd. In the 4th, Robinson would get hit by a pitch, bringing up Dante Flores.
Never seen. Measured, it's that, and that ball's going to be in the gap. This one is going to get USC, should get them the lead. They're going to wave home Robinson, and he will score. Dante Flores, right center field double. Trojans take the lead.
That gave the Trojans a 1-0 lead. Toomey kept the shutout going, striking out Dunlap in the 5th and Barr in the 6th. In the bottom of the 6th, USC would get another long ball.
Oh, that one, he got his bat on that one, and Timmy Robinson gives USC its 2nd run.
Timmy Robinson earlier today took away a hit as he's been roaming a big Dado field. And now he shows you, I can also leave a big Dado field with my bat. And here he gets a ball in the inner half.
This time by Timmy Robinson. It was now 2-0, and it looked like USC might get back-to-back shutouts. Wheatley came out of the pen and had a 1-2-3 7th, but he ran into trouble in the 8th. A hit and 3 walks gave the Cardinal 1 run. Then a single by Barr brought home 2 more, putting Stanford ahead 3-2. Wheatley got a strikeout for the 2nd out, but Dunlap came up looking to extend the Cardinal lead.
And now Alex Dunlap's the 8th batter of the inning. That ball's hit to the left field line. Stahl makes a great catch. There's the play of the weekend. Oh, Bobby Stahl with a gem.
That diving catch by Stahl would get USC out of the inning, trailing by just 1. In the bottom of the 9th, Blake Lacey would draw a leadoff walk, and Angelo Armenta would bunt him to 2nd. But Ramirez and pinch hitter David Edson both struck out to end the game. The Trojans had lost another close one, 3-2. Sunday was a rubber match, with Mitch Hart starting against Stanford's Chris Castellanos. And Hart was wild early, issuing 2 walks to start the game. After a bunt moved the runners into scoring position, Hart got Hoffpower and Winokur to escape the jam. The game was still scoreless in the 4th when Lacey came up with 1 out. The next batter was Ramirez.
And Ramirez delivers. USC takes the lead. A double by Lacey. The good fortune of Lacey to be safe at 3rd and delivered on a double by Ramirez.
Back-to-back doubles had given USC a 1-0 lead. Hart managed to keep Stanford off balance, scattering 3 hits and a walk over the next 4 innings. The young pitcher managed to get Barr swinging in the 7th, and Bryce Carter looking in the 8th. In the bottom of the 8th, USC got the insurance run it was looking for when a single by Martinez and a walk to Robinson brought up Flores.
And Flores ropes it to right field. Martinez being waved around. Robinson to third. Dante Flores wins the fight on the 10th pitch. And an RBI single to give the USC a 2-0 lead.
That gave the Trojans a 2-0 lead as the game headed to the 9th. Hart managed a fly out and a ground out, then faced Winokur with a chance to end the game.
And Mitch Hart does it with a gorgeous breaking ball. His second shutout of his freshman year, both in conference play. A career-high pitch count, but never seemed stressed.
Hart delivered the Trojans' second shutout of the weekend, and USC had taken the series with a 2-0 victory. USC stays at the number 15 spot going into week 14. The Trojans get 5 days rest this week, and then they head up to Northern California to face the number 22 Golden Bears. UC Berkeley is 31-16 overall this season and 15-9 in conference. They've won 3 of their last 4 series, including a sweep of Arizona. The Trojans, they'll have their work cut out for them. But Troy is always ready to conquer. The 3-game matchup starts on Saturday and goes through Monday. You can catch it live on the Pac-12 networks. Thanks for watching the Trojan Windup. I'm AJ Lawrence, and you can catch us here every week. Fight on.